Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping, $, usual 50/50. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20, with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $, usual 50/50. Tickets are on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be set. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshitting on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
The weight enough flex alive is 1 in the 6. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Tio on the stage and he's spewing. Ryan, question for you. When you hear Tio on the stage and he's spewing, some of his banana rhetoric and charcoal stick, and you think about a year ago when you had your own controversies, what are your thoughts on all of this?
No, I mean, from my perspective, I have my friend right there. And honestly, we say stupid shit together. And we were fucked up, drunk, high, on shrooms. And we got on live and I started saying anything. We were fucking, bro, my mind was out of it. But I wouldn't ever attack somebody personally and be like, all that banana shit and all that shit. For me, I made a mistake and I fucked up and I owned up to it, but you're not going to hear that coming out of my mouth for nobody. And I got respect for every color in this room.
You going to apologize to George Floyd's family?
Yeah, 100%. I apologize to all that.
Again,
if anybody's been in, this generation, people say stupid shit all the time on streams, on fucking, group chats, on all that shit. I just ended up saying stupid shit, on live, and I do regret it, and I am sorry for those actions. But like I said, I feel like I made my changes. I got clean and everything, but that doesn't represent me as a person. I want everybody to know that, and I only got love for everybody. And I think that's why everybody in this room knows. Even when I came up to my peers, they're like, man, like Shakur, Keyshawn, everybody. They know my heart. They know what it is. I've seen them since amateur. So me and my friend, we were just doing stupid shit at the time, and I apologize.
You gonna apologize to George Floyd's family?
Yeah, 100%. I apologize to all that.
You gonna apologize to George Floyd's family?
Yeah, 100%. I apologize to all that. Yeah, 100%. I apologize to all that. Yeah, 100%. I apologize to all that.
Yeah, 100%. I apologize to all that.
Relax. Let me go in on these niggas.
What's up?
Hey, niggers. Okay. Now what? I'm not.
Fuck that other nigga though.
Fuck that nigga.
I smoke that other nigga. No cap. Say something else. I'm gonna come wherever you at and smack the shelter.
Bro, fuck you and fuck Muslims that fucking rape little kids. Bro, fuck all you motherfuckers, bro. You guys are weird as fuck. Fuck all you Muslim ass fucking weird ass fuckers.
You're gonna regret saying all this when you
Guess what? I will never be touched because I'm with God. I'm with Jesus.
Oh my God, you're an idiot, right?
Nico regrets what he says and think Ryan gonna regret what he said.
I won't. I'm not regretting it. I swear to God, I'm not. I've never been touched in my life. Guess what? I bet y'all hate me. Fuck George Floyd.
That's deep, I know. Man. That's deep.
No. Fuck George Floyd.
No, he was used. That
nigga was a crackhead, bro. He died because he had fentanyl in the system. Bro, hey, let's go bring George Floyd back to life and kill that nigga again. Hey, let's go bring George Floyd back to life and kill that nigga again. And guess what? I'm not apologizing for nothing. You ain't gonna catch me apologizing for nothing. The last time I apologized was never. So y'all could come and try to touch me all y'all want. Shoot me if you want. I don't give a fuck.
Obviously, everybody saw the news with Ryan Garcia.
He went on some kind of racial tirade, and then now he's kicked out of the boxing.
Ryan Garcia is just doing too much.
He goes on these rants online.
Rants. Maybe some, dark-skinned brother smashed his girl. The KKK will not let you polish their shoes or wash their dishes. There's no Garcias in the KKK. You're light-skinned, but you ain't white. The racist rants runs deep in many Latino cultures. You cannot go on and just say, oh, Trump is racist. We got freaking Mexicans who are racist. And now I can't wait for his ass to get knocked out and get the racism rattle up inside of him. Ryan Garcia, man. Deal.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. We skipped the roll call, man. And salute to Cameron Fields. She in the strong house. Salute to you, good sister. I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's time to bleed this morning. I'm not letting anyone forget. I'm not letting anyone forget. Just like I'm not letting anyone forget. What happened to Oscar De La Hoya's clapback Tuesdays or Thursdays, whatever the hell it was? Y'all remember that? Where's that? Haven't seen that in a minute. Everybody got quiet. Stop acting like children. You know how when you playing hide and go seek with your child and you find them and they close their eyes, they put their hands over their eyes? Like whatever's trying to get them is going to disappear? I am not letting this go. That was my camera footage. He stood right up there on stage. He was asked. He said what he said. Where's this man's apology? Is he still saving the kids? Remember Tyson Fury went on this binge, to get everyone's off my bumper. I'm going to talk about mental illness. Oh, ignore Fury. He's just crazy. He could bounce around on ESPN or on American television with a blazer on and no shirt, looking like he smells like the Neanderthal he is. Right? And that's okay. Pay him no mind. He's the Gypsy King. He's on drugs. Nah. We don't get extended that same courtesy. And let me go on record saying this. I don't give a damn if George Floyd had fentanyl, crack, coke. I don't care what was in his system. The man was murdered. One thing has nothing to do with the other. And for this clown to say what he said and to lie about an apology, why isn't the black community holding his feet to the flames? Huh? So when I see you knuckle dragging so much, I can't see, I can't unsee the left hook. I can't unsee the left hook. I can't unsee your mama making a mistake. I can't unsee that. Because your mama should have swallowed you. Anyone that can forgive what this clown did, there's something wrong with you. And I'm talking all races, cultures, and creeds. The fact that a bunch of you knuckle draggers can overlook this. Talking about I'm keeping it boxing. You don't know boxing. Do y'all even know why this came about? it came about. We wouldn't have known he was a racist if he didn't justify himself getting caught. He was trying to justify, oh man, it was just a little bit. Then he starts blaming these billion-dollar companies. Then he's blaming Scooter. Then he's blaming Victor Kant, who had nothing to do with this. He blamed everyone and everything. And when everything failed, he took it out on Muslims and black people. Don't blame the drugs. A drunk mind speaks a sober heart. Where did he get it from? His father. Better than having nappy hair. I speak it the facts. I speak it the facts. Salute to the general. I speak it the facts. Remember that? Remember when Devin said, man, that sound like that's some racist-ish. Remember that? Y'all overlooked that. Now look, I am not letting this go. I don't know what y'all think this is. I don't know why a lot of you knuckle draggers, well, knuckle draggers don't stand on business. They don't. Y'all are easily distracted by two things, money and coochie. And y'all are not even getting that. Whoa! Go! And I dare you to say that this is not a big deal. And but look, Bernard Hopkins ain't saying anything. And Derek James, look, I disowned those Negroes a while. I disowned a B-Hop about 8 years ago, bro. When those racist emails came about, that was intercepted in Golden Boy. Do y'all remember that? Golden Boy, Golden Boy, Golden Boy, Golden Boy, Golden Boy, Golden Boy. Call Al Heyman Black Hitler. I just knew that B-Hop was going to say something. He didn't say anything. Silence is co-signing. He didn't even put out a statement. Yeah, I'm here working, but I didn't know about that. What was found isn't a reflection of who I am as an athlete and what I represent. He couldn't even do that. And years later, you find out why. When we was at the weigh-in, B-Hop goes to somebody on DHP's team and mushes him. I was standing right there. I'm like, what the? CC was there, Black was there. We was looking like, what the hell? He mushed him and then ran on the other side of the stage. And a little melee ensued. Y'all remember that? But what was strange to me is that it was the knuckle dragger who did that. The knuckle dragger. And what's worse is, he's supposed to be a Muslim? Talking crazy, inviting Bill to the bathroom and all kinds of fugazi jail talk. Beautiful boxing career he had, but as a person, complete hell. You don't trust no knuckle dragger like that. I assure you. I assure you, you do not trust a knuckle dragger like that. It's a knuckle dragger. Disgusted in Bernard Hopkins. I'm disgusted in Derek James. I'm disgusted in a lot of niggas that once they found out the mechanics in reference to what happened with Ryan Garcia, y'all hate Devin so much. That is, hey, I'll take it, the enemy of my enemy. And you see, I need y'all to understand, this is why I don't rock with a lot of these new knuckle draggers. I don't rock with them. I don't. I don't. And I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I'm gonna be very, very honest with you guys. I am so particular about who I support in every situation that I ask questions before I gets to marching and all this other ridiculous stuff. Because you guys have turned me off so much to the point where now when I see something happening to y'all in the street and the camera cuts on and you roll it on the floor of the cop, in my mind I'm like, well, how'd this start? How'd this start? You know what I'm asking? What did the knuckle dragger do? For all I know, the knuckle dragger might have started this. Gone are the days where I see you knuckle draggers rolling on the floor with a cop and I automatically take your side. Those days are gone, man. I don't trust you niggas. I don't. There's 1,000,001 of them they're on social media right now. The camera cuts on and the cop got you in full mount and he's ground and pounding you. I'm like, well, this looks bad. And you scroll down in the comments, oh, you see? Oh, it's racist. And I'm just like, okay, what happened? Then you find out he punched the old lady in the face, snatched her purse, and the cop caught up with him 3 blocks later, and then the camera cuts on. I need you to listen carefully, and I don't care how this sounds. I'm just going to say it. Some of you knuckle draggers need the George Floyd treatment. How about that? Yeah, I said it. What's worse, me saying that, or y'all ignoring the behavior of Ryan Garcia and what he represents? I got clowns watching me right now that got more fire for me. But if you go to their pages, they're talking about my outrage to Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia. But where are their videos about this? Never mind my opinion on this. Where's your opinion? 30 videos about my opinion, 0 videos about your opinion about this. So understand what I said. Some of you deserve that treatment. George didn't deserve it. But some of you do. Fuck that. Many of you do. Some of you watching me right now deserve this treatment. Y'all ain't making no noise about this. Some of you deserve to get choked and stabbed and shot. He ain't my brother. Y'all not even George's brother. Cats sat there and watched this happen, man. Now, I can't speak for anyone else. I'm telling you. I know a lot of people say, oh, well, I would have done this. And a lot of people look and say, oh, well, you don't know what you have done to stand there. I'm telling you, I would have pushed him off of him. And they'd have just had to arrest me. The reason why these people feel like they can do whatever they want to do is because we don't do anything. Hit me with the obstruction charge, but you ain't putting no knee on my neck. And not on his when I'm standing there. You got to do more than stand there. But let's not take the show in that direction. A lot of y'all are cowards. You see it online every day. Oh, I'll do this, I'll do that. You're doing nothing. You're not getting on a plane. You're not flying across town. You're not flying across the country. I'm listening to my brother Champside briefly yesterday. Some clown talking about, oh, I want to fight you. What? It was so stupid because your feelings hurt. And there's some fool that get up there every day talking crazy. Literally comic relief. And when Champ roasted him, now he want to fight. Exactly, coach. Migrants over here throwing hands with NYPD. I've never seen anything like that. Migrants over there throwing hands with them. You niggas sat there and watched George Floyd get killed, died a slow death. And then Ryan get on here and says what he says. Y'all do nothing. Y'all still like Ryan, super coons and dumb monkeys like Quentin Rampage Jackson, the ignorant nigger that he is. Oh, I love Ryan. I never been against him. Oh, I love Ryan. I love Ryan. I love Ryan. With your big ass lips, you dumb motherfucker. Stupid ass nigga. Oh, you should have known that. I didn't know that he said that. Yeah, well, he said it. Now I'm telling you, stupid. Now you know. John Jones singing with him. Now you know, stupid. Y'all niggas don't pay attention. And we live in an age of technology. There's really no excuse for you being ignorant. With all the information we have access to, there is no excuse for you to be ignorant. None. But let's stick to the facts. He said he was going to apologize to George Floyd's family. Did I miss it? Y'all let me know. Yeah, fuck Wiz Khalifa too. I can't name a song. I don't deal with none of these kids. None of these R&B singers. I don't care about none of them. I don't listen to them. If you are a black person and you're friends with this dude, car fire. Car fire. There is no defending this. This man's talking about saving kids. He got raped by a big black man. He said this. And he still got like a $15 million payday. Go figure that. Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all trust Derrick James? Tell me. Salute to the Queen Cameron in the Strong House. Salute to Nada86 in that super chat. He says, salute Drew, salute to the mighty LDBC. Salute to you, good brother. Y'all trust Derrick James? He was awfully quiet, right? He was quiet in the camp. He quietly accepted the assignment, quietly trained this dude, quietly got beat. And when they asked him how the fight went, he remained quiet. And we ain't seen him or heard from him since. He hasn't done any interviews, nothing. Got me second thinking, what really happened between him and Errol? Because I stayed out of that. The LDBC gave Derrick an appreciation award a few years ago. A lot of y'all wasn't here for that. We held Derrick to a standard. And you know what? This is the danger. We holding these niggas to a standard. Man, D asking me, did I hear about a black man being found hung? No, I didn't. That's recently. That's bad. In Albany? Sure. I got people up there. It just happened? He's coaching Alicia Baumgartner. Well, good luck with that. If you're black and you want to defend Ryan Garcia, make yourself known. I want to hear what you got to say. Listen to what I just said. I want to hear what you have to say. I know a lot of y'all dick watching me right now. It's okay. Let me see how brave you are. Yeah, Mr. Shelton. That's a perfect example of people busy watching us and not paying attention to the atmosphere. And I bet you it was nothing but a big lip knuckle dragger that probably don't show their face. See, a lot of these dudes that talk about us crazy, they don't show their face, but you can hear that there's something wrong with them. You know, whether you're on Section 8 or you're former military, all y'all niggas are crazy. You don't trust Derrick James, and it goes to show Derrick James is a man of a certain age. He said, fuck that, I'm going to pay my bills. Okay, man. Go right ahead. Yeah, like I said, Mr. Shelton, they're crazy. They're all crazy. Brother Reef, salute. And I skipped the roll call this morning. Salute to all of y'all, man. Much love. But if you have everything to say about us and nothing to say about Ryan and what he did, look, man. I've seen the videos. Oh, fake outrage. True Titan, fake outrage. Oh, fake outrage. Fake outrage. Oh, the LDBC. Yeah, all right. Never mind that. Never mind that. What is your outrage? What is your outrage? Never mind what is your outrage, if you have any? Do you love this situation because we hate it? Is that what you're doing? Where's your outrage? You can't stand to be on code for 2 seconds. Before you make an opinion about boxing, you can see something, say, man, this dude Ryan Garcia, that ain't right. He cheated, now he's being racist. But before I put out a video, let me see what the LDBC is saying. Oh, they don't like Ryan. You know what? I don't, but I'm gonna remain quiet on it. But let me nitpick and call out why this guy shouldn't be holding Ryan to a standard. And that's where it begins. This is my response to Drew Titan. Meanwhile, Ryan Garcia said, F you, F Muslims, F gays. So he's definitely talking about y'all niggas. You know what I mean? He said he's supposed to apologize to George Floyd's family. Did I miss it? Get off my BD and ask your girlfriend, Ryan, have you apologized? Has Oscar said, hey, Ryan, you know, you really need to write an apology or at least go on Twitter and do that? Think about that, man. Oscar De La Hoya didn't even tell him to do it. All the smoke for your brothers, right? I'm talking to all of the enemies that I don't even know how y'all became our enemy, but whatever. 30 videos about me, 30 videos about 78 and BFTB and all the videos about us. But I've gone to y'all channels and the only Ryan Garcia videos you have is when you thought he beat Devin clean. And then when he popped dirty, y'all started talking about Victor Conte. And then when this kid literally killed himself for the world to see by way of the media, y'all double back and say, oh, but the LDBC shouldn't be upset. Never mind us. Are you not upset at what he said? Oh, no. Press 1 if it stole it. He wasn't talking about me. Quiet storm in the building. Salute. He wasn't talking about me. Press 1 if it stole it. He wasn't talking about me. He said Muslims, I'm not Muslim. He said niggas, I'm not no nigga. Press 1 if it stole it. Man, I have trust issues. And all you gotta do is just look around you. You motherfuckers are so upset with us and what we do here, which is really nothing. We just put out the discrepancies in the sport of boxing and say we just want the best fighting the best. That's all we say. And we look at these damn these motherfuckers, the fan bases, they don't want their favorite fighter in the ring with their contemporary. I've never seen anything like this. I don't identify with any of it. And when we're saying, hey man, that's stupid. Tank, Devin, let's go. Devin Shakur, let's go. Loma, Tank, let's go. Deontay, AJ, let's go. Right? Canelo, Benavidez, let's go. And all of a sudden, it's an argument for 2 months. Or years, 8 years. I've never seen anything like this. I didn't think it would ever exist because I'm not used to this. That's how we became the enemy. If y'all didn't know, that's how we became the enemy. We just wanted the best to fight the best, and we became the enemy. You understand? And what you clowns don't know, you Johnny-come-latelys, you dudes that were born like in 2005 and 2008, think you know everything. All right, you're a fucking child. Let me put you in the game. Ali was a hated man when he was an active fighter. All that love came later. All that love came when he was sick and shaking. All that love came when he was fighting Trevor Berbick in the 80s. The 80s! Knowing that man was fighting in the 60s. All that love came when he was getting beat up by Larry Holmes and losing to Spinks and getting beat up by Trevor Berbick. He had no business in the ring. Then they loved him when he started shaking and talking slow. Then you love him. But I looked at how he was really dealing with you knuckle draggers. And the more things change, the more things stay the same. Because I'm looking back at how things really were. Because my dad, my granddad, and my uncles, they told me, no, people hated him. Because when I was coming up, Ali was like pretty much on his way out. I was born in 75. And my elders had to tell me, nah, they hated him. Don't believe this. They celebrating him now, but trust me, these people, these white folk on the news talking about, oh, he's the greatest. No. They wanted him to go to war. They co-signed him getting locked up, and they jumped on the Joe Frazier train because he was Ali's opponent. That's all he was. That's all he was. And once that died down, they jumped off the Frazier train. Anybody in the ring with Ali, they became fans of. And I said, well, damn, what does that sound like? If you was born anywhere in the 2000s, you better not disagree with me. You better be asking me to elaborate. Disagree with me for what? You don't know. I just told y'all about 20 minutes ago, there's too much information out here. We have access to too much information for you to be ignorant.
All my troubles come more nigga. Yeah, it makes me mad. Why you niggas are so against somebody for you?
How much longer do you think your
It
mom
makes me so mad. Long enough to beat your ass if you fuck up. That's right. You might not get out of this stable tonight. You gotta be cool because you've been watched.
You niggas are so conditioned. Same arguments they had for Ali. Oh, he talked too much. Why he sitting on that pile of money in the bank? Don't nobody care. The same niggas that was saying that back then, I heard it with Floyd. Now I know Floyd's a douche, but understand when he was active, I don't like him throwing money at the screen. Why he always got to show his cars? He talked too damn much. I hope he lose. I'm like, well, I don't know whatever you just said. I don't get offended when he throw money at the screen. I don't care about the women he keeps his company. I don't care. I don't care about the cars he drives. Once that bell ring, I'm watching the science. What are you watching? They became Pacquiao fans. They became Ortiz fans for a little while, for a split second. They were Castillo fans. No, not Castillo. He was still Money May when that. I mean, no, he was Pretty Boy when that happened. They were Gaddy fans because that was Money May. That was the beginning of the Money May era. Ghost Godero fans. I mean, come on. All of you vanished. Exactly, coach. And let me highlight that. Because you same niggas watch a predetermined sport and respect to every pro wrestler because you must be in shape to do that. But understand, Ric Flair has been accepted by the community. Y'all do know that, right? He was huge in the 80s, but now you got, there's a whole rap song called Ric Flair. I heard it in a Kanye song a while ago. Woo, that's rare, nigga. Woo, Ric Flair, nigga. It's a bar now. Kids stealing, wheeling and dealing. Woo, it's cute. I ain't got no problem with Rick. He's an athlete. But y'all will accept a pro wrestler with the blondest of blonde hair and I don't know what color his eyes are. But you had a brother doing it. You had Ali doing that. You had, matter of fact, I had a picture of Muhammad Ali and Ric Flair in Japan. And I think they was sealing a deal with the Antonio Inoki fight. Ali and Inoki. So yeah, they knew each other. You Negroes are lost, man. Lost. This dude went on a whole tirade about George Floyd. Let's resurrect him and kill him again and join the Ku Klux Klan, and he was on fentanyl, he was a crackhead. Then sat right there and said, I was on shrooms. I just played it for you. I said, oh, so he was on drugs. But you can't unsee that left hook. You know what I didn't see? I didn't see the left hook in when he fought Rolly. In fact, I saw Rolly's left hook land on him and knock him on his ass. And he was gun-shy the rest of the fight. The rest of the fight, he was gun-shy. Where was the brilliant coaching of Derek James? What happened to it? He hasn't done any interviews. Oh, nah. Why you mad at Derek? He's getting his money. All right, consider the circumstances. You just get your money? Is there any person in the chat, and I need you to be honest, is there any person in the chat that would align themselves with a person like Ryan Garcia just for the sake of paper? Is it worth it? I can't speak for y'all. To me, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Can't do it. I mean, Derek James didn't even tell him, hey, man, you want me to work with you? You might want to apologize to George Floyd family, apologize to the black people and say that you're not like that. And you let them know that I had to come to Derek and literally beg him and apologize to him because I already worked on him previous. He didn't even do that. You know why? Because Derrick James doesn't care. He's another nigga only concerned about his bottom line. And that's why him and Errol ain't working anymore. I don't need to know the particulars behind that because we stayed out of it. You notice we stayed out of it, right? But him working with Ryan Garcia told me everything to know that I needed to know about his lack of character. Doesn't Stormy talk about that all the time? Character? Didn't I talk about this Sunday? Character, demeanor? It means something. It means something. These dudes have no character at all. He has none. All he has is his bottom line. He doesn't care. So if you was trying to find out or just wondering, not even trying to find out, if you was wondering, well, what happened with Errol and Derrick and, you know, you tried to go to the LDBC, we just didn't talk about it. You know why? We stay out of our brother's business. And I don't know. Maybe Black knows because he has a relationship with Errol and you know, he has access to Derrick. But I never asked him, yo, what happened? We stayed out of it. But if you was wondering, ask yourself why he chose to work with Ryan Garcia. He didn't have to say yes. Ask yourself. And now the Errol Spence shit makes sense. Now it makes sense. I'm not looking too deep into this. Exactly, J. Bean. He just apologized to Frank Martin. And I ain't gonna put too much on Frank. Maybe I'm different. When you gotta understand, when you get a certain age, you might not understand when you're a kid. And you could be a kid up until you're 25 years old. I still call you a kid. But I want you to understand something. There comes a point where your name, when you put your name next to something, you will be held liable for whatever happens. It happens in business. You can get into a business partnership with somebody, and that somebody, you'll find out, let's say you find out that they're a PDF file. And now you're contractually obligated to work with this person. You done signed a 5-year deal worth millions of dollars, and then they do some digging and find out the dude you aligned yourself with is a PDF file. It's like, oh my God. Hopefully you have something in that contract that says if anybody does anything unbecoming in business that goes a certain way, then this partnership becomes null and void. Imagine being friends with Ryan Garcia and you're being black and then he does this. Imagine that. Now I didn't see what Frank Martin said about Ryan, but that's crazy because they're in the same gym. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Frank was getting ready to fight Tank, Ryan was in there shadowing, and Derrick James was sitting there. I'm like, all right, now all of this happened. I'm just curious. Does Frank Martin say, hey man, Derrick, bro, don't bring this motherfucker back to the gym, bro. And by the way, why are you even working with him? I mean, that's the type of time I'd be on. As soon as he did that, I'd be like, Derrick, you heard that? Man, that's messed up. But see, the thing is, after all of that, Derrick James decided to work with him. After all of that. And I'm like, what the, bro? Yeah, he did, Jose. Hold on. OG Mr. Mont says Frank is with Buddy McGurk now. Good. I'm willing to bet And you see, here's what I'm gonna say. I'm willing to bet it's not only because he probably needed change. Oh, LeVon, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Kellerman and Atlas, all those guys, man. Not only did Frank probably need a change, probably, but I'm willing to bet that it had a lot to do with this Ryan Garcia shit. Now, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. If it's that, we need to be vocal about it. All of this, no, we're going to keep it behind closed doors. No. I'm done with that shit. If you on code, be loud and proud about it. If you stop dealing with somebody because they displayed fugazi behavior by aligning themselves with a complete and total racist and a drug addict, I mean, really think about it. I just got done telling you, your name is everything. You got your parents' last name. If you honor that, you walk tall. You walk proud with it. Your name is all you got. How do you want to be remembered? How do you want to be looked at? How do you want to be looked at? How are we looking at Derrick James right now? You see, everyone else doesn't care. The Ryan Garcia fans and the sympathizers, they don't care. They hate themselves that much. If they're black and if they're racist, you already know how that goes. How the hell does he look at himself in the mirror, man? After what he said about George Floyd, after he would have said about some black guy graping him in the woods. He said this shit, man. Then stood on stage and admitted, hey, we was on shrooms. So you was on drugs. No excuse. I've been around a lot of people of mixed company that were high or drunk in my lifetime. Not one time that they start going off on some racist tirade. Just out of nowhere, starts talking about, you know what? I don't like those Jews. Bruh, what is that? Let me get this straight. We're playing spades and dominoes and eating food, and you take one too many drags of that L or one too many beers or whatever, and next thing you know, you go on this tirade about how you don't like Jews. What is that? What is that? Where did that come from? Want me to dumb it down for y'all? All right. Fellas, I need y'all to be honest. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever been cheated on by a girl at any point in your life. Put a 1 in the chat. It's happened to the best of us. Some of y'all, it might have happened this year when y'all good and grown. But put a 1 in the chat if that ever happened. You found out something you ain't need to find out. Put a 1 in the chat. Ladies, I know there's maybe 2 or 3 in here. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all got cheated on and then you find out. Hurts, don't it? Sucks, right? It's happened to the best of us. It's happened to the best of us. Trust me. You don't see it coming. And when it happens, you're like, yo, I mean, it's a disgusting, that adrenaline hits your belly and it's like, what the hell? Really, man? Ma, you really did what? Yeah, Copper, you know, what felt like the end of the world when you was a teenager, decades later, it's like, it wasn't that bad. But when it's happening, when you're 16, 17, when it's happening, it's like, oh my God, it's like the world is collapsing. But let me ask y'all this. What was more hurtful? The fact that she did it, or the goddamn excuse she gave?
What?
It's like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? Think about yo, bro, I'm doing, that's gonna be my next, because I can't, that's gonna be my next, I'm laughing. That's the next Patreon. The dumbest excuse you've ever heard. But I'm not gonna say infidelity. You have to be married to infidelity. I never gone through that. But when someone cheated on you, and you ask her, well, how you do that? The dumbest. I see the Queen ES in there. When you caught him, what the hell was the excuse? The dumbest excuse you've ever heard. The dumbest, because I've heard some crazy ones. That's the part that blew my mind. The dumbest excuse. What is the what? And I heard some shit. But you know what the lamest excuse is? I was drunk. Fellas, let me put y'all young men, let me put y'all up on game. That never works. And there's a scientific reason why it doesn't work. All right? Never use that excuse. Never say that. It's not gonna work. Ladies, it's not gonna work. In fact, if you go to my Patreon, I got a story up there about a friend of mine, how he got jammed up really bad legally because shorty lied. She lied. I'll just give you the brief story, but go to the Patreon because I get in the detail with it. Long story short, went to the house. We were all up in there. It was a few of my friends, it was a few of her friends, and my boy was, with shorty, and they finally got the smashing. Everything was consensual. A couple of days later, they came to this crib and locked them up. Right? Came to the crib to lock him up. She was saying that she was intoxicated. The real story was she was cheating on her boyfriend with my boy, right? Cheated on him, right? And he had found out. And shorty was Jehovah's Witness. She had found out, right? The friends had snitched on her. He found out. And then when he said, yo, why you do that? What did she do? She says, well, I was drunk. Everybody was drinking. I was drunk. Oh, so you wasn't in your right frame of mind. He got you drunk. How do we know he ain't put nothing in your drink? Then he told her parents. Now remember, she's Jehovah's Witness. Told the parents. Oh, not my daughter. Oh no. What do you mean you was drunk? Oh man, he took advantage when you was drunk. That's rape. Went to the precinct. They was like, yeah, that's insane. And then the lie it spun out of control. Then they went and go pick my boy up. He got jammed up in and out the system, fighting for his freedom and stuff. Whatever. I'm not gonna entertain this bullshit. Get out of my chat. Jackie, I ain't talking about that right now. My man got jammed up, bro. Because she cheated on her boyfriend with him. Instead of him pointing the finger where it was at the responsible party, which was her, had her lying to protect her own integrity, which she had none. All she had to do was say, yo, look, I did it. You can leave or you can stay. But she's trying to, maintain whatever integrity she had, and she had none. And the lie spun out of control, and my boy gets arrested. Took her years just to say, yo, fine, look. It was a misunderstanding. I'm done with this. It wasn't the alcohol. Just go to the Patreon, man. I'll tell the whole story. It was ridiculous, man. So this is why you don't blame alcohol. Fellas, when you get pissy drunk, you're intoxicated. You know how erections work? I bet you Miguel know how erections work. When you're pissy drunk, you might think you want intercourse, but due to the chemical imbalance, you won't be able to maintain an erection. It's not going to work. So stop lying and blaming drugs or alcohol for the reason why you say and do shit. Ryan Garcia got high and said what was in his mind. Oh no, Jose, they did not. Felix, what up? They did not arrest her. They did not arrest her. They never get arrested. You know what I'm saying? That we was all over there like, yo, is she gonna get like charged with something? No. Oh, you lied? Oh, okay. Let's just sign this form so we can stop. He can stop coming back and forth to court. And that was it. Of course she ain't get arrested. You know what I'm saying? This is what it means to be a man in this world. A woman can have 8 baby fathers and she's still the victim. Not one time do they say, hey, wait, hold on. You can get fooled the first time. Okay, I'll give you the second time. But the other 6 times, what are you doing? When does it become your fault? Short answer, never. Never. Clown shit. I don't. You guys, man. You black men. Claim you watch boxing and everything else, and as soon as a black athlete does something that you don't like outside of the ring, you're quick to hold that person accountable. So quick. And here we are pointing out an extreme discrepancy in Ryan Garcia's behavior and Teofimo Lopez's behavior. And all of a sudden, oh, he was high. You know, he didn't mean it. You know, I can't unsee the left hook. You're just a little mad because you know you have a relationship with the Haneys. I mean, don't you think that's a little strange? No, you know what's strange? How he could pop dirty and you ignore it. Well, it was just a billionth of a gram. Okay. Did you say that when the cops put, and I literally know someone, I had this conversation. Did you say that when you decided to get in your car and leave that party and got pulled over by the state trooper on a Long Island Expressway? And you knew you had a little too much to drink, but you could have made it home. You was an exit away from your house. And he said, blow into this for me. And he wasn't talking about his penis. He said, blow into this for me. And you were slightly over the limit. Gerald got, who blocked Gerald? Don't block Gerald. You all right? I know we on high alert because of the content this morning. Just relax. Everyone relax. Gerald's cool. So this same dude that wants to talk to me about this Ryan Garcia shit, I had to remind him. And see, when I related it to what he went through back in 1998, all of a sudden it registered. He's like, come on, bro. I live right off the exit right here. I'm right here. It's like, yo, look, man, I can't let you go. I can let you go right now. You drive 500 feet and then you go into the ditch. That's my fault. I can't let you go. I can't let y'all go. He said, due to the rules. Due to the rules, I gotta lock you up. Sorry, but not sorry, because at the end of the day, he left the party and he knew he was buzzed. But he said it's not far. It's not far. Yeah, you're right, JB, man. You know, whenever a woman get essayed, they hide her identity until the last possible moment. Meanwhile, the SWAT done swung in through the doors. They yanked the man out of his house or went to his job, put him in a headlock, put a mask over his head, had him leaving in handcuffs. But who made these charges? They don't want to tell you. Do y'all know? Y'all can get child support papers in the mail and be like, wait a minute. What the hell is this? And then you call whatever state is in charge. Like, what is this? Do you know they will not give you Shorty's name? Do you know that? You got to jump through hoops to get her fucking name, bro. Trust me. I done seen a lot. Like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me, yo, use this as an example. Leonardo DiCaprio, you know that's not his real name. He has a government name. But let me be fair. A lot of these Hollywood actors, they change their name. But when the mail goes to their house and when they check into these hotels, they use their real name. So you mean to tell me a chick in Alaska could give birth to a baby, and if she knew Leonardo DiCaprio's government name and knew his real address where his mail went, she could say that's the baby daddy. And until they sort it out, in a few months, he'll get a letter in the mail. Like, what? What is this? Well, this woman says that's your baby. Well, it's not. I don't even know her. Well, you got to go to that state and work that out. Now he got to take time out of his day. And if people get a hold of that, the Inquirer, TMZ, if the Inquirer is still around, I don't even know. Now he got to deal with that. That's going to cost him money. Completely innocent. Now he done spent at least $500,000 in lawyers and sorting this out because she's a stalking ass lunatic. See? I just saw yesterday one of Fat Joe's old security put a case on him. Did you see this? Did you hear about this? I don't even know if it's real or not. I haven't researched it. I just saw it yesterday. Is it true that one of his former security dudes is putting a case out on him saying that he paid for situations with underage girls and even paid for one of those BBLs for one of those girls? And I'm looking at this like, wow, if that security guard, first of all, it sounds crazy. I don't believe anything that these dudes and these chicks be saying, right? But wouldn't that make the security guard an accomplice? Because, dude, you was there the whole time. You were supposed to leave that situation and go straight to the police. What are you doing, bro? Trevor Bauer, the baseball player. That's a little bit of justice. I did a pep talk on that. Shorty got on there and lied. He got jammed up. He's not in the major leagues anymore. He's playing somewhere in Japan now. But he went through some nonsense. But you know what happened recently? He got himself a good lawyer because that woman lied and jammed him up. Now she owes him $310,000. She ain't gonna ever pay that back. She got to twerk really hard to pay that back, but she has to pay that back. Ain't that something? That's justice. That's a white man, though. 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 Every time I turn around, y'all tell me, oh my God, Diddy, it's over for him. He's getting locked up. Oh, you know what, man? You know what I've learned from this case? He's a freak. That's all I learned. That's all I learned. He's a freak who likes baby oil, and he surrounded himself with other freaks, and he had the resources to have these freak offs. That's all I learned. And I'm listening to bits and pieces. I'm like, where is the violation at? All we've learned is that the guy's very sexually active, and he had the resources to fulfill his fantasies. That's all I've learned. And I'm just trying to figure out where's the breaking of the law in that? You put him on the stand to embarrass him. And all you did was expose Cassie as an accomplice to these freak offs. She wasn't a victim, she was an accomplice. You exposed her being a smut. That's what you did. All right. Completely ruining her marriage. Joe, what up? Completely ruining her marriage. And all I said is, ladies, you see why your past matters? Here come the ladies. Oh, well, his past matters too. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. I mean, when I use it as this example, everyone's past matters. I'm talking about y'all ladies. Y'all ladies, y'all past matters. What man? Listen, man. Listen, man. Y'all meet a chick and her body's banging and everything's cool and you're loving on it, and then you find out a year later, like, yo, every time I go out, my girl is so bad, everyone looking at her, whatever, and you know, she's giving her life to Christ or whatever, and then one day you go through your brother's old DVD collection and she's on the front cover, Brazilian bubble butt, you know, whatever it is, and it's like, wait, that look like, yeah, that's your shorty. Take her the DVD picture, say, yo, this you? Oh man, I didn't want to tell you. That was my past. This came out last year. Yeah, but you know, after that scene right there, I was just done with it. And then 2 weeks later, I'm born again, and I give my life to Christ, and yeah, that sounds good. And then after you took a bath in the church, you met me 2 weeks later. And I didn't know none of this. And here'll be the kicker. She meet you and then tell you you gotta wait to marry her before you hit it. And she's in Brazilian bubble butt orgies 59. Which means there was 58 of them. She's in all of them. But now I gotta wait. Now I gotta wait. Man, oh no. Your past matters. Ladies. All right. You meet the dude, he's 6'5", great build, 6-pack, hung like a horse, got a big house, lives in a nice neighborhood, and he works a decent job, but you're wondering, man, the job, he's only making $80,000. The job don't match this. All these cars paid for, all this house paid for, this neighborhood and everything, and it don't really match. And then you find out he was a drug lord. When'd you get out that game? 6 years ago. But he got all these guns around the house, and it's not for a hobby. Well, you know, at any point, you know, I ruffled a lot of feathers, and at any point somebody could come, and I might have to go John Wick in here. And now you in the house. Don't you think you would have wanted to know that? See, here's the difference in the two scenarios. The guy would either A, say, you know what, I can't take you serious, but I do want that bedroom action. Or he could just say, hey, man, I'm not dealing with this. And the woman will hide her past from that man because a lot of y'all don't want to give a man that option. Y'all are greedy like that. Whereas the women, right? Oh, he's a former drug lord. He don't he don't he's not doing it no more. I can look past that because y'all looking at all the fruits of his labor, no matter how illegal it was, no matter how many feet he stepped on, no matter how many feathers he ruffled, no matter how many people he killed, don't matter because he's with you. You're thinking about your lifestyle and your sexual gratification and all that other stuff, and it could get you in trouble. See, how about this? How about this, ladies? Same man, great job. You start asking him about his past. She's like, yeah, well, my ex-girl, Tina, my ex-girl, Josephine, my ex-girl, Gail, and in college, I was dating Tom. Excuse me? Oh, yeah, I was in the experimental stage. I was dating a dude in college for 2 years. Huh? Don't you think you might want to know that? Boom, your past matters. You see? That's all we're saying. So absolutely a man's past matters. That's something you might want to know, right? Nigga got boo-boo stains in the back of his drawers and in the front. Some of you chicks are master at the blumpkin. If you know, you know, and you're disgusting. Felix Nunez in that super chat salute, he says, you seen all these female teachers getting caught? Oh, bro, that's another pep talk, bro. Go to the Painful Excellence podcast. I think I did at least 1 or 2 shows on that, and I'm gonna have to revisit it. These teachers, good and grown, got messed up marriages, banging on 14, 15-year-old boys. Why is that not worldwide news? I don't know.
Listen to this right here.
No one cares. Todd French in that super chat, he says, bro, that animation is on point. Keep cooking, sir. I'm on the job. I'm looking at Trigger Cats this morning. Long time ago in the 80s, my aunt, she lived in the South Bronx, and there was a dude wasn't homeless. He actually lived in the building, right? But he was always drunk. He lived with his mother, and man, he looked, Derek Gaines, what up? He looked old, but I heard he was not as old as he looked because he was always drunk. And he was what you call a harmless drunk. He was always drunk. And he would get drunk off of beer. He drank beer all day. And he'd just walk up and down the block, and he was harmless. He ain't bother nobody. He'd be wobbling up the street, and he always knew to get out your way. He was, oh, excuse me. Well, one day, people always talk bad about him. Oh my God, because his mother, he had like a little story behind him, but whatever. I was a kid. Well, one day, he was walking across the street. Car runs a light, boom, launches him. Knocks shit out of him. Incidentally, he got hit by a drunk driver. That's the story, because the car hit him and then crashed. They arrested that dude. And dude that got hit, he died in the hospital. Right? Now, growing up, I never saw him sober. He was always drunk. I don't even know where he got the money from. He would just drink cases of Budweiser, lean on people's car and wave at them. And it's like, he was harmless, but he was always drunk. Dude had a problem. Now, what happened to him was unfortunate. The neighborhood drunk got hit by a drunk driver, and he died in the hospital a couple of days later. Right? Because all you saw was him drunk all the time. And I didn't know what kind of son he was or whatever happened. Do you look at him and say, hey, man, good riddance? He wasn't doing shit anyway. What does him being the neighborhood drunk have to do with that car hitting him? Now, up the ante. The police are supposed to serve and protect Us. Right? Tell me what George Floyd did to have that goddamn knee on the back of his neck. To the point where he urinated himself and was calling for his mother. What the fuck did that have to do with him having a drug problem? First of all, I don't believe shit they say. Oh, he had drugs in the system. I don't believe y'all. Take it off of George Floyd. What did Philando Castile do to get shot in front of his girlfriend and the baby? Tell me. I'll wait. What did he do? Because now we're talking about police protocol. In what universe do they teach you to put your fucking knee on the back of someone's neck to the point where they're pissing on themselves? He was handcuffed, was he not? Was he fighting? And there was multiple officers there, which means there was at least 4 to 5 guns there with an uncanny amount of bullets. They had a bunch of force options. The man was handcuffed. Listen, y'all. I want y'all to today lay on the floor on your stomach and put your hands behind your back and try to get up. Try to get up. Now imagine if you're cuffed, laying on your stomach behind your back, and you're trying to get up. All the officer got to do is nudge you. He couldn't put his knee on his ass. He couldn't put his knee on the lower part of his back. Listen, you could take your boot and put it on the back of his Achilles. You know what happens if you try to move? You will feel, oh man, if I keep moving, my shit gonna break. So you stop moving. The knee did not have to be where it was to kill that man. Derek Chauvin, a Chauvin or a chauvinist, Klansman, wanted to kill him. I want you to understand that. And he did it. So for Ryan Garcia to say what the fuck he said, and magically, after defending Ryan, you try and keep it boxing. Well, you know, Ryan's an asshole, but boxing. What do I say all the time? Most of the niggas saying this, they can't even talk boxing with you. They don't know enough. So boom, I've dealt with that. Because if I'm telling you about this Ryan Garcia situation, you bring up Victor Conte, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. So don't even try and keep it boxing with me. You don't qualify. Talk about this. He's wrong, 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 wrong. But he said, I'm going to apologize to George Floyd family. We are literally a year later. All we've heard was him talking about what Trump was doing to Mexicans and deporting. Dude, if you don't shut the fuck up, I don't care about your opinion on that. First things first, where's the apology? Hey, knuckle draggers. Kyrie Irving had to cut the Jewish community a check over something he didn't even do. He didn't even do it. He had to go sit down with their leaders and get educated about whatever they wanted to teach him. He didn't even do anything. Ryan Garcia just got about $15 million. Cut George Floyd's family a check. Cut the check. But you niggas can't unsee a left hook. Eric Jordan, that super chat, he says, Ryan asking what's going on, Miguel clapping his monkey ass cheeks. This motherfucker. Said the ninja sword got PED cheating Ryan and he fucking in his car. Where's my shit at? Give power to my nigga sword! Got him crying in the goddamn car. You clowns that missed it, Johnny come lately. See, I asked a Ryan Garcia fan. I mean, it's easy to come in here and talk about You saw the troll come in here. Floyd was trash, and I mean, come on, bro. You can't add nothing constructive to this conversation because you one of them. You one of them. And I bet you that was a knuckle dragger that came in here and did that. If y'all missed it, I'll just I'll play this again for y'all.
Ryan, question for you. When you hear T.O. on the stage and he's spewing, some of his banana rhetoric and charcoal stick, and you think about a year ago when you had your own controversies, what are your thoughts on all of this?
No, I mean, from my perspective, I have my girlfriend right there. And honestly, we say stupid shit together. And we were fucked up, drunk, high, on shrooms. And we got on live and I started saying anything. We were fucking, bro, my mind was out of it. But I wouldn't ever attack somebody personally and be like, all that banana shit and all that shit. For me, I made a mistake and I fucked up and I owned up to it, but you're not going to hear that coming out of my mouth for nobody. And I got respect for every color in this room.
You gonna apologize to George Floyd's family?
Yeah, 100%. I apologize to all that.
Again,
if anybody's been in, this generation, people say stupid shit all the time on streams, on fucking, group chats, on all that shit. I just ended up saying stupid shit, on live, and I do regret it, and I am sorry for those actions. But like I said, I feel like I made my changes. I got clean and everything, but that doesn't represent me as a person. I want everybody to know that, and I only got love for everybody. And I think that's why everybody in this room knows. And even when I came up to my peers, they're like, man, like Shakur, Keyshawn, everything. They know my heart. They know what it is. I've seen them since amateur. So me and my friend, we were just doing stupid shit at the time, and I apologize.
Right. You gonna apologize to George Floyd's family?
Yeah, 100%. I apologize to all that.
You gonna apologize to George Floyd's family?
Yeah, 100%. I apologize to all that. Yeah, 100%. I apologize to all that. Yeah, 100%. I apologize to all that.
Yeah, 100%. I apologize to all that.
Now, am I missing something? Am I missing something? Did he apologize? Did I apologize? Did he apologize? Anybody? Did I miss it? Kyrie Irving had to cut a check. They almost kicked him out the NBA. He had to go sit down with Jewish leaders. I said, well, I saw that coming. This is basic shit. This is typical. But since we're at it, did this guy apologize to George Floyd's family? Did he cut them a check? Did he invite them to Riyadh season? Derrick James, did you hold him to account? Bernard Hopkins, did you hold him to account? Or did you hold your penis to his mouth? Because I do think there's some of that shit going on in there. Look who he's working with. Oscar, this dude talking about he got raped in the woods. B-Hop's not saying anything about emails, intercepted calling Al a black Hitler. All of this stuff is real. And all I'm asking is, did this kid keep his word? The answer's no. But you knuckle-dragging monkey coons want to come over here and try and troll. You can't troll, especially if you're a nigga. And we don't need to be quiet about this. You know why? Whenever a black person messes up, and other ethnicity will be over in our chats reminding us, oh, what you got to say about that? What you got to say about Floyd? What you got to say about Adrian Broner? Oh, Devin Haney got caught with a gun in the car. Oh, Deontay Wilder had a gun in the car. But will co-sign Mellow Yellow trying to, quote unquote, start a fight in public with Devin Haney. So you co-sign a dysfunction. Didn't even come to my chat and be like, oh man, why they acting like that? They can fight for millions of dollars, but they fighting in the street. No. They say, oh man, Tank keeping it real because he's from the hood. Meanwhile, this.
Relax. Let me go in on these niggas.
What's up?
Hey, niggers. Okay, now what? I'm not
Fuck that
mad.
other nigga though.
Fuck that nigga.
Smoke that other nigga. No cap. Say something else. I'm gonna come wave you at a smack shelter.
Bro, fuck you and fuck Muslims that fucking rape little kids. Bro, fuck all you motherfuckers, bro. You guys are weird as fuck. Fuck all you Muslim ass fucking weird ass fuckers.
You're gonna regret saying all of this when you
Guess what? Guess what? I will never be touched because I'm with God. I'm with Jesus.
Oh my God, you're an idiot, right?
Nico regrets what he says and think Ryan gonna regret what he said.
I won't. I'm not regretting it. I swear to God, I'm not. I've never been touched in my life. Guess what? I bet y'all hate me. Fuck George Floyd.
That's
No,
deep,
I know.
man. That's
No,
deep.
no. Fuck George Floyd.
Nah,
That
he
nigga-
was used. He was
No,
used
that nigga
fucking
was,
on
hey,
George
that
Floyd,
nigga
bro.
was a crackhead, bro. He died because he had fentanyl in the system. Bro, hey, let's go bring George Floyd back to life and kill that nigga again. Hey, let's go bring George Floyd back to life and kill that nigga again. And guess what? I'm not apologizing for nothing. You ain't gonna catch me apologizing for nothing. The last time I apologized was never. So y'all can come and try to touch me all y'all want. Shoot me if you want. I don't give a fuck.
Obviously, everybody saw the news with Ryan Garcia.
He went on some kind of racial tirade, and then now he's kicked out of the box.
Ryan Garcia is just doing too much.
He goes on these rants online.
Rants. Maybe some, dark-skinned brother smashed his girl. The KKK will not let you polish their shoes or wash their dishes. There's no Garcias in the KKK. You're light-skinned, but you ain't white. The racist rants runs deep in many Latino cultures. You cannot go on and just say, oh, Trump is racist. We got freaking Mexicans who are racist. And I can't wait for his ass to get knocked out and get the racist freaking Mexicans.
Whoa. One more time, Victor. And for those of you that don't know, that's the Dominican destroyer, Victor Martinez, pro bodybuilder. Google him. He's on YouTube. That's my guy right there. What did you just say, Victor?
Trump is racist. We got freaking Mexicans who are racist. And now Trump is racist. We got freaking Mexicans who are 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 racist. And I can't wait for his ass to get knocked out and get the racism rattle up inside of him. Ryan Garcia, man.
Don't blame me. He said that. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. He said it. I didn't say it. Shout out to Victor Martinez. That's my guy. So I just want to remind y'all, I might do this once in a while. He said he was going to apologize. It's a year later. Where's it at? Kyrie Irving had to cut a check. I don't even know who he made the fucking check to. I don't know who he paid. You can't send George Floyd's family $100,000. You can afford it now. You giving out free BBLs and sneakers. Was he not? Listen to this. K-Rod salute. Listen to this. He was giving out BBLs and buying chicks liquor and all this stuff. You can't send George Floyd family 50 racks for what you said. You can't sit down with them on a Zoom meeting, say, yo, look, I was fucked off. That is not a reflection of me. So I want to donate to something in the city and give you personally I know George Floyd has some kids. I want to give you guys personally $100,000, $200,000. I apologize. And I don't like what Derek Chauvin did and those police, and that's bad. I want to give away a scholarship at a school, the George Floyd scholarship, and put money. You can't do that, Ryan. But you paying for BBLs though. But you know what though? That's all right, because you niggas can't unsee the left hook. And that's why people could do and say whatever they want to do to us because of you niggas. Done here, man. Never forget. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Painful Excellence podcast will be tonight. I got a lot to say. I mean, and General should be on, man. And to all my brothers that understand what I do here and where I'm coming from, salute to y'all. When I say brothers and sisters, I don't necessarily mean black. We all races, cultures, and creeds in the LDBC. And you don't have to be LDBC to kick it, man. Felix is my brother. K-Rod is my brother. Cano's my brother. Everybody in here. There's some Filipinos in here. Those are my brothers and my sisters. I fucks with you until you don't fucks with me. That's all. So y'all stay safe out here. Y'all see what's going on in the world. Israel and Iran. Police acting out. You know, Ryan Garcia is an open racist. No one's doing anything. Teofimo Lopez could walk around and say whatever he wants to say. And you got nigga Hitchens hugged up with him. And the world's out of line, bruh. World's out of line. And then when I'm in here talking about it and pointing out the discrepancies, I still got niggas. Oh, Drew Titan, man. Look, all of y'all are crazy. Here's what you do. Stay away from me. See? It's that simple. Love y'all. Bronx on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.